to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, attempting to or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to rejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff.
Welcome in, everyone. The NBA Cup has reached the knockout, and this game starts the elimination round for the NBA Cup tournament. All teams won their respective groups, but only one can advance.
Yeah, this tourney can kind of sneak up on you. Suddenly, the intensity is much higher, and so are the stakes.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. The natural out there with Whitehead, and it's Clowney in at the center, locking down the middle. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Garland the pass to Okoro. Mitchell kicks to Mobley. Mitchell against Thomas. And it's Mitchell missing. Marshall inside the three-point line. That one drops for him.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Here's Mobley. There's the drive. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
Boy, it doesn't take long for Evan Mobley to get to the cup.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
Garland with it. Trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Detroit. Mobley the pass to Okoro. Back to Mobley. Makes it off the glass. Mobley's got his second basket of the night.
Sometimes basketball is a simple game. Get that ball to Evan Mobley inside, and good things will happen.
Now, here's Marshall. Coming off 31 points last game.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Yo, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Now, here's Marshall, covered by Mobley. Marshall gets the bucket.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Pass to Mitchell. It's up a 3. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the natural in the last outing against the Pelicans was all business. He scored 31 points, and he was a two-way player, causing the opponent headaches on offense and defense. A performance like that makes you hungry for more. We're looking to follow that up tonight, guys.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early. Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 2. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
Mobley misses. The Nets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Thomas, good.
I'm not sure how we define a difficult finish for Cam Thomas. This guy finds a way through contact.
Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. A different look here. Webb's checked in for Allen. Zhang comes in for Mobley. Max Strus is checked in for Okoro. And Trent subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Trent outside for the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. And these guys are winning games by at least 11 points per game. I mean, they're beating up on teams in historic fashion.
And these guys are bringing back memories of that monumental season the 71-72 Lakers had at just over 12 points. These guys are nipping at their heels. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Now, here's Trent. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And another miss by Cleveland.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Johnson. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Claxton. Shot clock at 6. Claxton sets the screen for Melton. Count it, good.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Gary Trent is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Max Strus, and it's Tyson in at the power forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Melton offline with his 3. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a 3-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Let's give it up for your Cavs powerhouse big team.
Jared Allen's checked in for Cleveland. Okoro comes in for Max Strus. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Starks is checked in. Some changes. Marshall, he's checked in for Starks. And Thomas subbed in for Johnson. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Paxton, a screen on Chang. Here's Marshall. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Trent can't hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And Claxton throws it down.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
And here is Mitchell. 14 points from him the last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm happy, I know we all are, for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Now, here's Marshall, covered by Mitchell. In the corner, it's Owens. Claxton sets the screen for Marshall. And Claxton throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Okoro. Cleveland moving it around. Allen, a screen on Melton. Trent with the wide open look. Offensive rebound. Back to Okoro. Fires from deep. Chang, no luck. The Nets on offense. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Here's Marshall. Misses the baby hook.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
To the inside. And finished off by Chang.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Trent against Melton. Here's Marshall driving to the basket. That one falls. Marshall's got 14.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now, here's Mitchell. Tight defense on him. Off target at the rim. To the middle. Here's Claxton. And that's in. Nice feet on the play. 8 points for Nick Claxton.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Thomas grabs the rebound.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Marshall, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Brooklyn with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly.
It certainly hasn't been as competitive as we hoped it would be.
Shaq's already falling asleep over there. Wake up, man.
Yeah, we had to go.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And that is our...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What can you say? The natural and impressive effort here today.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Starting off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's 5. The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Whitehead out there with the natural, and it's Clowney in at the center position. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Mitchell passes to Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
The ease with which the game comes to Evan Mobley. My goodness, it's fun watching this guy play above the rim.
Doris, one of the more relentless players in the NBA, Donovan Mitchell.
Kevin, what I love about him is he loves the lead role. He feels very comfortable carrying tremendous responsibility on the offensive end. Donovan, one of the more confident players you'll meet.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Marshall dishes to Thomas. Pass to Marshall. Drops in the layup for 2. Marshall's got 18 points in the game.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Mitchell passes to Garland. Okoro with it. Now, here's Mitchell. There's the triple. Not going to go that time.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Marshall deciding where to go with it. Here's Whitehead. The shot's good. Marshall making the play.
Assist goes to.
And the Nets lead by 19.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Mobley outside. He takes it in, and Mobley throws it down.
My goodness, Evan Mobley on his way to the cup. Look out!
Pass to Schroeder. Now Marshall. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Cleveland. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Basket, good. Whitehead's got 4 points this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Thomas against Mitchell. Jacks up a 3. Whitehead with the rebound. Whitehead's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Schroeder. A three-pointer is right on target. Schroeder's got 5 points so far.
Well, you can see Schroeder willing to take more and more threes. If you're going to stay in the league, you've got to make them.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. So both teams making some changes here. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. Please check in for Brooklyn. Owens comes in for Jenkins. Here's Allen. Outside Garland. Sweet little floater.
Well, that's how you use the floater. Darius Garland gets into his bag.
Nets have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Okoro in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Looking to get it going. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell is he's already proven that in the playoffs he is willing to be a go-to scorer. He's committed to improving his game. He's got to continue to work at the defensive end of the floor.
Marshall with it. Now defended by Mitchell. 6 to shoot. And Marshall kicks to Capella. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Fires the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Back to Garland. From outside the arc. Rebound by Marshall. Marshall's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the Natural.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
To the paint, here's Marshall. Rebound, Donovan Mitchell.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Buries it from 3-point range.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Yep, it counts.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Count that one for Mobley.
Well, Donovan Mitchell excelling at taking what he sees in pick and roll.
Marshall with it. Mobley's there. And that one drops.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And they move on to the NBA.